Brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Denver Broncos. Ready to go now. Stephen Gostkowski for the Patriots as we are off and running in Foxborough. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with Ryan Tannehill and the visiting Miami Dolphins. The Broncos will kick. Here's Brandon McManus to start us, and we are off from Denver. And it's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. They go play action here on first down. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
We're walking. We're all walking.
On first down, it's Tannehill. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. They give him a gain of 37.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. And then
under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Derek Wolfe in there to sack him for a loss of 6. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now Tannehill on 3rd and goal. He'll buy some time right, and that is incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
The kick by Sanders is good, and the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. So a nice drive on the road. You come in, you take the ball down, you get 3 points.
Yeah, points are a must on an opening drive, right? So they moved it down efficiently, got it done. I think that bodes well for their chances moving forward in this one.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
On 53. Hey, go Roger. Hey, go Roger.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I enjoyed watching Robert Quinn in pregame warm-ups with you down on the field. Did it surprise you how tall and angular he is? You wouldn't think he'd be able to play against the run that well, would you?
But he can, and he showed it right there, didn't he?
That's that wrestling background he has. He understands leverage as well as anyone in the game. A big-time wrestler in high school. He didn't lose very often.
Three-time heavyweight state champ in South Carolina. They'll put it in the hands of their receiver, Sanders. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Keenum now to throw. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Danny Amendola, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Sanders now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line. Offense. Denver trots back out there. How do you assess what has gone on for the Broncos so far this season? I don't know that you can really sugarcoat it. Things have not been, shall we say, overly rosy for the Broncos in this organization in 2018.
Maybe a little bit predictable. The defense has been their constant over the last 5 to 7 years. It continues to be so. Bradley Chubb, the rookie, has really played well rushing the passer. On offense, they're really going through a transition to youngsters. Phillip Lindsay as a runner, Royce Freeman as a runner, Cortland Sutton as a receiver. They moved on from Demaryius Thomas and traded him to Houston. But let's be honest about it. Case Keenum was their big pickup at quarterback. He hasn't exactly given them an over-the-top performance. So they need more from him in order for them to win some more games down the road.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, go, Roger.
To throw on 2nd down is Keenum. Dancing to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
22. Hey, orange.
Here we go on 4th with Keenum. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Miami Dolphins, Charles, if you just look at the first half of the season, you have to say it's a team that overachieved. Now, as we get toward the stretch run, is this a team that realistically makes a push for the playoffs?
It's hard to say that they will, because you mentioned them overachieving a little bit. They had some wins early you didn't expect them to get. But because of those wins, they had some losses early that you didn't expect them to take. So you're not sure what you're getting week in and week out. So if they do make a playoff push as a wild card out of the East, well, you're probably only getting one team out of the AFC South. So maybe the door is open a little bit. I know the West, you're talking about 2. And then, of course, in the AFC North, potentially 2. So they could make a push, but it almost feels like an 8-8 team the way that they've gone about their business so far.
If they do make it into the playoffs, probably a heck of an accomplishment for Miami this season. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Here's Tannehill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Keenum. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A very solid gain of 27.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup.
He's got him in, complete, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Give him 30 yards there. On 1st and 10, here's Keenum. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Lindsey, the undrafted free agent, had a great college career at Colorado, but what he did to start this season and the way he came out of the gate, really impressive.
And sometimes guys just fit NFL teams where maybe you didn't see it coming. Because Phil Lindsey, as you mentioned, had an excellent college career at Colorado, but different question marks from different teams about size. Can he do this? Can he do that? The answer is he can do just about everything, and especially his ability to get out into open space out in the backfield and create big plays downfield. That's working quite well for him in the early going.
Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, 52.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. Jakeem Grant now to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They'll roll him out right. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. That goes for a gain of 31.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
On 1st down, Drake. And his first carry, he loses the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs. First time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10.
Hey, down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Hey, 52. Take 2.
Play action. Now it's Keenum. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Roger, Roger, Roger. Hey, orange.
On third down, that's Lindsey, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That'll be good for 6, but now it's fourth down. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also fourth.
Roger, Roger, Roger. Roger, Roger, Roger.
They do go for it. It's Keenum. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Keenum to throw on second down. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The result, a first down, as the quick slant gets him 14. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. And McManus able to put it through. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Throwing on first down is Keenum. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Keenum. Complete out right to Jake Butt. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On third down, it's Lindsey. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A big pickup of 12 yards on fourth down to keep this drive from stalling. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. On the stop was T.J. McDonald.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, go, let's go, let's go. Hey, we're good, we're good. Hey, go, Roger.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Welcome back now to Denver. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On first down, Keenum. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a second and goal. Here's Keenum. Steps away to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Case Keenum taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Broncos have broken the tie. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, get set. Hustle, we're walking, we're all walking.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Deep, deep. Where we at?
Tannehill on 3rd down. And Amendola with a catch. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st down, Tannehill. Amendola catching it left side. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Deep, deep.
Tannehill throwing again. He goes underneath the Drake. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And his throw's going to be incomplete. It was Darian Stewart that time who was able to knock the pass away. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Tannehill now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. He's back to throw. He dumps it off to Drake. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. He'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. The veteran Adam Jones there on the coverage. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. The Broncos send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. That's pulled in at the 32. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. One last throw here for Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. Oh, my, it was up for grabs. Now no time on the clock, and an extra point will send us to overtime.
Brandon, we've seen this many times before. They've got the momentum. They just scored. Go for two and end this thing now.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. The return man is Grant. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Dolphins getting set to go here. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Over the middle, complete. It's Drake. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, it's Tannehill. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking that time for Stills, and that'll bring up second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Hustle, we're walking. We're all walking.
Second and 10. Tannehill once more. Throw left side, complete. That's Grant. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. That puts them in field goal range, but let's face it, they don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it. Tannehill on first down. And Stills over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. They go play action here on first down. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there on the completion. Second and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again is Tannehill. On the left side, this is Stills. After the broken tackle, couldn't get free for much space, taken down right at the 10. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. To the air again, Tannehill. And he finds Stills, complete. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Again, Tannehill. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he loses the football a second time. The Broncos say they have it. They do. And my, how the tables have turned. They had a chance inside the red zone, punch that thing in and end it. Now we're going the other way.
And it's real easy to just look at them and say, boy, what an error, what a mistake you made. But how about the defense coming up huge? There. Let's give them a little bit of credit, keeping their team in the game, because if they score a touchdown there, it's game over.
Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10.
Hey, 52. Hot, we're good. Hey, go Roger.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. The tackle by Robert Quinn.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
No, Roger.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Now Keenan. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And he's going to get this all the way up to the 30-yard line. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Backed up deep in their own territory, they were in search of a cushion, and the cushion was found.
And you have to think total game, even in overtime. As a head coach, field position still counts in this spot. So they had to get out from the shadow of their own goal line, get themselves some breathing room. Obviously, that helps them on offense, but it may help their defense, too. Might be necessary here in OT.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
53. 52. Hey, down. Hey, go Roger.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Bobby McCain here, the one who brings him down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And they'll run it here. Well, a pretty move, couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Let's go. Down.
Keenum now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. I know there may be temptation to go for it here in overtime, but you have to punt the football.
I like how emphatic you are about it, because I know the tendency is, as a player, let's go get this thing. You're actually telling your coach, come on, coach, we can get it. We have that play call. And the head coach has to remember, that play call likely isn't there. Punt the ball away. Punt it away. Be smart.
Trust your defense.
Trust them.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. They do snap it to Keenum. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Let's go.
Keenum on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lindsey. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Keenum. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
18 big yards on that one, and a Denver 1st. A lot of efficiency here on this drive. Heck, this may be their best drive of the game.
Yeah, if they'd moved it like this throughout the entire game, we probably wouldn't be here in overtime. But right now, what you just said was the key word, efficiency. Taking care of the ball, move it downfield, get themselves in a position to score, and win this game.
2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Let's go, let's go.
Well, a design run for their wideout. And now running right through it. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.